Hello everyone, Noctem0 here, and today I'm talking about, well, really doing my honest review about The Defenders. Sorry for the intro music, I really don't have a lot at my disposal in terms of music, but whatever. Anyway, great show. If I'm going to leave it at that, I might as well not do this, but no. It was actually more entertaining than Iron Fist. Now, I didn't do an honest review on Iron Fist, but I did actually enjoy it. Of course, the show had its problems. I mean, the main character felt a little too I'm Danny Rand half the time. And the choreography, though, for Iron Fist, I felt was a lot stronger than most. Most people will give me shit about it, but I mean, when watching Daredevil compared to Iron Fist, I think I just prefer the way the choreography was for Iron Fist. And as for Daredevil, it just looked too fake. It's still fun to watch, but just too fake for me when it came to Daredevil. For the Defenders, however, I think they finally found where they can do their stunts, because the stunts looks pretty cool. Of course, though, watching Elektra fight, it felt too forced when it came to some of the flips she was doing. So some of the physical aspects of it were what really kind of bothered me some about that. But still, fighting was great all around. Just little tidbits, but it's little things that bothered me. Now, for spoilers, don't watch it past this point, okay? But I'm gonna be talking about the show, so if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Come back if you want to see what I think about this. Okay, so pretty much the Defenders takes place almost immediately after the events of Iron Fist. But from the way the story's going, everything all kicked off with Daredevil. Especially around Daredevil Season 2 when the Hand came into full swing and Daredevil had to fight them off along with Elektra and the Punisher. Now, Jessica Jones and Luke Cage really had nothing much to do with the goings-on between the Hand, Daredevil, and Iron Fist. But we only got a glimpse of who the Hand really were. In Daredevil, Iron Fist kind of put them on the spotlight, because we saw Madame Gao, and I really hate Bakuto, but he's also one of my favorite villains. Still, Jessica Jones didn't have much to do with it. Really, she wanted no involvement with it, and Luke Cage kind of got stuck in the middle of it. So it's funny how they came together. It was nice seeing how reluctant Jessica was. It was actually nice seeing Jessica again, because I was getting annoyed that we weren't really seeing really a lot of her. She was only mentioned in Iron Fist, and yet really I don't think she was mentioned much at all in Luke Cage, maybe one time. I know the tape that kind of binds all of it together was Claire, more than what Claire said about Colleen. Colleen, good character, but I felt like she wasn't really utilized that much. Another thing I liked was that they brought back Misty Knight, but and what they were doing in Luke Cage, I felt like they were just teasing us with her losing her arm. She ends up losing her arm to fucking Bakuto, which surprised me. I didn't expect that. I'm like, when's she gonna lose her arm? She finally loses her goddamn arm. So at any point she'll probably have some kind of Winter Soldier arm down the road. It'll be cool, because that's what she ends up becoming, is a really badass hero as well. But yeah, the overall story was great. They revealed a lot of stuff about the Hand that wasn't before, but Sigourney Weaver's character, she was kind of menacing in the first few episodes. And I could see how well her power reached, because, I mean, one thing that made me realize what her character was how she just handed Madame Gao the birds feed the animals, pretty much. She just handed it to her. I'm like thinking, how can she just talk to Gao like that? Gao's pretty scary, but the fact that Gao listened, I'm like, holy shit, this person is probably a big deal in this world. But as things progress, I mean, she was starting to lose her hold. I didn't like how they did with Elektra. Elektra pretty much went from being a weapon to kind of losing her shit and wanting to do things for her own selfish gains, for her own self-interest. Now, another thing I really did enjoy were the references. A lot of them were like blink and miss it kind of stuff, but really they did a good job with some of them. Example, which I thought was pretty, like, made me think of the very first Avengers, was when I think it was the fifth episode or sixth. Can't really remember. When they were pretty much trying to sideline Danny, and they were trying to tell him to calm down, and you guys might recognize how he said it, which really, it had nothing to do too much with the Avengers so much. I mean, it did, but they weren't there to hear Bruce Banner say, "That's my secret, Cap. I'm always calm." Where Danny says to Matt, "Well, that's my problem, Matt. I'm all out of calm." And I'm like, wait a minute, did they just paraphrase one of the funniest lines in the film? And that's just an example of just one of the things. I mean, you just gotta watch it, and you'll catch a few little lines there. It was nice seeing Foggy Nelson. It was nice seeing Claire. I mean, Claire just seems to bind everything together. I mean, the fact that she knows every single one of them. I mean, she ran into him in every damn season. It was kind of like, if Claire doesn't show up, I'd be a little surprised. But I mean, of course, they had to do the whole hot coffee bit between her and Luke Cage at the very start of this, so it was expected. Seeing the Defenders actually meet for the first time, Luke Cage meeting Iron Fist, I knew how it was going to go down, but it was nice seeing how, when Danny was trying to fight him, Luke kind of was just staring at him like, "What are you doing? Like, are you seriously trying to hit me with all your kung fu shit?" And then he just punches him. But then he does the Iron Fist thingy and punches him right into the wall. That was great. They did tug on your heartstrings a bit, if you have feelings at all, with the one lady who pretty much lost all three of her children, first two and during Luke Cage, and their final child in the middle of Defenders. Now, another thing I noticed, they didn't really call themselves the Defenders, or decided to talk, and they did not at all use the word defend in anything. I kept waiting for them to say something. Even when Matt says to Danny to protect my city, I'm like, God damn it, why didn't he just say defend my city? Like, that would have been a nice little nod, a nice little something that would have kept it going, something that would have just, I don't know, that's just me. I would have wanted to have seen that, or at least heard something, but they don't allude to that. The ending, however, kind of, though, yeah, okay, like I said, spoiler territory and all that shit. With Matt, it was nice that he sacrificed himself, but at the same time felt unneeded. Like, why? I mean, Elektra had no interest in being saved by him, but I don't know. Maybe something else. They're gonna. I mean, looks cool that they did leave Matt alive, even though for the most part they felt like he died. And, I mean, come on, he had a building collapse on him. It was cool seeing that they kind of wrapped up everything. I mean, they took care of the hand threat that was pretty much building up since Daredevil Season 2. Because we only got a small glimpse of the hand in Season 1, then nothing of them in Jessica Jones. Season 2, it was all about the hand. Luke Cage, again, nothing. It's like they were playing keep away. It was just back and forth. Hand, no hand, hand, no hand. And then they finally all the fingers of the hand show up, and it was pretty cool. But again, I'm wondering what the hell happened to Kun Lun. I mean, did the hand actually destroy it? I mean, Elektra said that that she took care of them all, or something like that. I don't know. She said something to Danny. It pissed him off, saying I made them scream or something. I mean, so did the hand actually invade Kun Lun? I don't think so. Maybe. No, there's no way, because they themselves said they want to go back to Kun Lun. So it confuses me. Did she really do it, or didn't she? I mean, I know she killed the Chaste. I did not like that Stick died, but at the same time, he's kind of being a dick lately. Overall, the show was good. The storyline was a lot more entertaining than and seeing them come together, seeing them fight together, was pretty badass. I mean, Jessica Jones didn't have all that much fighting in her show, but it was cool to see what they did. And now I'm just looking forward to seeing what they do next. It's going to be a while before the Defenders come together again, so it makes me wonder, how are they going to react when they see Matt is alive? I mean, we're not going to get anything right now because of the Punisher, But once the Punisher comes out, I think Jessica Jones season 2, and then Daredevil. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, this is my honest review. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you feel like it. And yeah, you guys take care. Definitely watch The Defenders. Well worth it.